guys, welcome to the Beauty Ninjas Mask Monday, and I just woke up, so yes, this is what I look like, and oh my god, so I really do need a mask. Okay, so I kind of struggle with this late night thing, with the job. I don't really struggle working it, I just struggle with getting up during the daytime, because I want to sleep all day. But anyways, today we are doing, I think Alice gave me this one. I had gotten some from Alice and I'd gotten some from Barbara. These are the Curette mask, and this is the tomato mask. And I have quite a few of those, and these are really good. I love these a lot. So let me get a little headband on. Oh well, I'll just put any kind of random thing in. I don't care. There, let's just go ahead. I ain't stressing nothing today. I got some things to do. I've got grocery shopping to do and everything before I gotta get on the road. I got to like make a bunch of freaking phone calls. And okay, anyways. So back to the addiction series. I'm gonna go ahead and put a disclaimer out there. This might be triggering for some people because I do talk about drugs and any other things related to addiction. So this is my personal story and the things that I've gone through. They might help some, they might not. That is not my responsibility. I'm just sharing my story, okay? So this is part 3. Let me go ahead and get this mask on. I've done this before. And I need a brightening mask because lately, it doesn't matter how much I sleep, I just got these horrible rings under my eyes. And it is a drippy one. But I'm not going to save the serum to that one. I need to get me a serum container. And this one has a very nice webbing in it. The only thing I remember about this one is it is ill-fitting. So I might have to cut the lip part off. Ooh. There we go. See, look at the webbing. It's a very nice webbing. I like it. Oh my god, it smells good. It smells like something from Bath and Body. It's super good. I think I might give one of my co-workers one. She likes to do a mask once in a while, moisturizing. So this is like the perfect one. Yeah, I'll put one of these in my purse. Anyways, so in the last series, lots of serum. Okay, in the last series was when that part 2, that's when I was wanting to go back to Berlin, and my boyfriend told me I didn't have to no longer come to Berlin. So here I am with no apartment. And I had my best friend, Igor, and we were always going everywhere together. And he told me, you know, if I needed a place while I was in Saarbrücken, which is in south of Germany, he told me if I wanted to, I could just, crash at his place and stuff. Okay, so me and my husband were long separated. Okay, long separated. And I didn't know that my visa ran out. So when I went to go get housing, they told me that ran out. I had no place to go, and then I had no more welfare checks coming in or anything like that. So I started working at the club, and I met people at the club. I started working at a place called Sound in Dillingen, which was very famous for that area. And I was like the case carrier. I was the girl that went around picking up big cases of booze, and I would also like pick up the ashtrays, throw them away, and I'd get like in this whole big club, I'd get like these little bottles that were everywhere. People drink their beer bottle and they just let them sitting down. So for safety reasons, I go around the whole club and pick it up, and it was a great thing because everybody there did drugs, everybody there drank alcohol. I got to eat for free, I got to dance for free, I got everything for free. So for me, that was like perfect. And I would do that. And I met a friend there that lived right across the street from the club. And so me, and after he was working there the first night that I started. He didn't hang in there too long. He quit. Like, I've seen a lot of guys quit this job, and I was like the only chick. People would actually go because they could not believe that someone, this 100-pound skinny chick, could work this hard. But I mean, my energy was very artificial. So anyways, so I would go to his place, and then we would take the train or hitchhike to Saarbrücken to my friend's house, or to this place, what we call the K-Fish, which means the cage. And they did have a club called the Cage, but this wasn't what we were talking about. They had, like, in Saarbrücken, in this town, this one little corner in the hood where everybody was dealing, shooting dope, sniffing and everything, and the police would leave it alone. It was like in a caged-in area with one opening, and the police would not fuck with you. So the girls used to stand in front of there and, you know, work their thing, and people, when they got paid, they just went there. It was very popular. Like, it's the craziest shit ever. Like, anything you wanted was in this area. Anyways, hang on just a second. I gotta take care of this. Hold on. I had to get my little puppy in here. Anyways, so in this cage place, it was a great place not only just to buy and sell drugs, but it was great for boosters. And I didn't work the streets at this point. What I did is I knew I looked innocent, and I was very well dressed for somebody who was homeless. I mean, very well dressed. So I would just go boosting. I'd go get some perfumes, or I'd get some really expensive clothing, and I'd bring it there and sell. And there was a spot that was perfect. It was like a damn illegal flea market. Anyways, and then they had up the hill this place where you could go get new utensils, which is you trade in your old needles. You got new needles to prevent, you know, diseases and stuff. You know, they just started doing that in Atlanta. I was like, really? This is like 20 years ago? But y'all are just doing it now? But anyways, so we would do that, and they would also give condoms and stuff, you know. This place was up the road from the cage. Well, anyways, my friend Igor lived right there, but we didn't always meet each other because he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. We lose each other. Before you know it, I haven't seen him for 3 weeks. I have to make it on my own out there, so I am just really struggling. So I signed myself into this place. It was called Hyphy. It was on the Brauerstrasse, which is, like I said, not too far from the cage. And it's a place, it's open in the daytime. They have these special rooms. It's like facilities where you can actually go in, sit, and do your stuff. And you know, people can see that you're not dying and collapsing right there. And if you do collapse, they have, like, called the ambulance and stuff. And then you can trade your utensils. They give out free condoms. And a lot of people, because they don't buy food, they buy drugs. They give you some foods, and they have like a little clothing area. And then they close at 6 o'clock, and then they would open at 9 o'clock, and you could go in there and stay the night. But once you went in, you weren't allowed out. So a lot of times us women still like to go out because, you know, we like the easy way of making money. We would just climb over the gate and then climb back, you know. So there was that part of that lifestyle. So I started getting like the first absolute major withdrawals. And it just wasn't getting better. My veins were all messing up. Like, I would do in one spot so often. They would bust, they would break, they would get infected. I'd get abscesses. I still have many, many scars from, I still pay the consequences for it. Like, when I go to a doctor, I have absolutely the horrific time. Well, they have the horrific time getting a vein out of me, and I have a horrific time laying there. And it doesn't hurt me. I'm so used to it. But it does kind of bother me when it's poked and poked and poked and poked. So anyways, I'll get to you guys about getting clean. Well, I can go ahead and start a little bit of, I guess, in this one. Okay, so I heard there's a place in Sarreguemines in France, which is right on the border. France was right on the border from where we lived. We had like France at the bottom, and then we had Netherlands and Luxembourg half an hour above us. So there's a place in France. You had to make an appointment, and when there was an opening, they'd come and get you at the Brauerstrasse. They'd come get you, and then you'd go there for 2 weeks for a detox. Well, I made it on the list, and the 2 weeks was over. They came, and they got me, and I'm surprised I was there because I couldn't hold an appointment for anything. And I went there, and it was so freaking bad. Okay, like the first time, I didn't feel anything until I went to bed, okay? And then here's what I did. I would sleep ridiculously long for like all day, all night, the next day, all day. And then, because I'm aching, my body's recovering. But then I'd have these like vivid nightmares. I would have nightmares of needles this long. I had this one nightmare, I remember. I was running and running, and I kept running into the cage, like into that entrance. And then I'd turn around and run and run and run, and I'd come to another entrance of the cage, you know, where we legally, well, not legally, well, the police let us do what we wanted. That was kind of a weird thing. And it got so bad that I laid in bed, I threw up, and I peed. And I stayed in it because I was so sick to get up and move and do anything about it. So then the nurses came. They picked me up, put me in a wheelchair, and drove me to a bathtub in the facility. And they washed me. They got my weak ass out of the tub and put clothes on me. And then they put me back into the bed. And then this was like a no medicine facility. They took me back into the bed. They cleaned everything. And then they had a doctor come and he actually gave me a silver bullet. He gave me 2 shots in the ass, and then they gave me this stuff. It was like a red stuff. I don't know what it's called, but I drank it. Oh, and I fell asleep. I fell asleep. My agony was temporarily over. I did have a weird dream, but I met someone at the window, and they gave me a little packet of some stuff, and I hid it. And when I woke up, I was actually looking for it, even though that was a dream. But the moment I felt better on the 3rd day, I was like, I got this. I got this. Check me out. It's like a 2-week program. And I was like, no, check me out. There's nothing you can do to make me stay here. So, and they had no choice but to let me go. So, but you don't get no phone call. And they don't drive you back to Germany. So I hitched. I got out and I hitched. And I had this inner excitement. Yeah, you get to see everybody. They get to see me clean. I think I gained 5 pounds in 3 days. And then, you know, I was getting stuff left and right. It's so weird. It's like no one wants to give you something when you really need it. But when you come out, they're like, oh, here, yeah, take some. Let me get you sick so you can come and beg for it. And well, anyways, that was the first time I went. I thought I had it 3 days. You know, once you feel a little bit better, you think you got this. There's so much more to it. That you have no idea. But anyways, I'll get back to that part next week. It's going to be a long series, so if you're not interested, you don't have to watch me. But it would be cool if you watched the Beauty Ninjas Mask Monday in my playlist down in the description box. I will also leave the hotline from the website. It has a toll-free number, and it's confidential, so you don't have to worry about anybody. Don't be paranoid. I know that's what we get like. You can call if you or a loved one has a problem with addiction. Maybe you can find some help here. Anyways, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next one. Love you so much.